This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing to start the drive. McPherson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Packers at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they are up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, McPherson. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Touchdown, Packers! Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kramer. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not,
That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down. McPherson. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
touchdown, Packers! Boy, Charles, this offense is just... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, Herbert. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, McPherson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Third and long, it's Herbert. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Herbert just beat the play clock. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, McPherson. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And some room to work. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Operating from the gun, McPherson throwing left side, and Watson has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, McPherson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Justin Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 27, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 21-0 lead already, well, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen, the man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Herbert back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's a give up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, McPherson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield. Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. He'll return it from the 6. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 1st down. McPherson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. On 1st down, McPherson. Touchdown, Packers! Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. McPherson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McPherson. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McPherson. Able to find Walter. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, McPherson.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert off the bootleg. On the move to his left.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing on first down, McPherson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On fourth down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on second down. McPherson. He'll complete this one to Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, McPherson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. McPherson. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. That one goes for 30 yards. Looking to throw. McPherson. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, McPherson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. McPherson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 10, Herbert throwing the out route and complete. That's Kramer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Herbert back to the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On fourth down, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. McPherson
throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, McPherson. He completes it to Jones.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Looking to throw. McPherson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6. that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson Looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. In motion goes the tight end. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. And that'll be incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. McPherson. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
In motion right comes Allen. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On first down, McPherson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. McPherson got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, McPherson. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, McPherson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on second down. McPherson. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McPherson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! From 19 yards away.
And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. McPherson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. The slot man in motion right. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
But as this defense walks off the field,